Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Stories for Beginners channel. I am so happy you are here today. Learning English is easy, it is fun, and most importantly, it is a journey we take together. I am Lisa.
And hi, everyone. I am Mike. I have a big smile on my face today, Lisa, but I also feel a little bit silly.
Oh, why do you feel silly, Mike? Did you wear your shoes on the wrong feet again?
No, not today, but I made a small mistake this morning when I was buying my coffee, and it made me think about our topic for today.
That is perfect, because today we are talking about a very big secret. The secret is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. In fact, making mistakes is a very good thing for beginners.
Exactly. Many people feel nervous. They think, oh no, if I say the wrong word, people will laugh at me. But today, we want to show you that mistakes are just steps on the ladder to success.
We're going to share some funny stories, some oops moments, and help you feel more brave when you speak. This episode is for everyone at the A1 and B1 level who wants to feel cozy and confident.
So grab a cup of tea or coffee, sit down, and let's get started.
Okay, Mike, you said you made a mistake this morning. What happened at the coffee shop?
Well, I was very sleepy. I went to the counter and the barista asked me, "How are you today?"
That is a normal question. What did you say?
I wanted to say, "I am fine, thank you," but my brain was not awake. I looked at the coffee and said, "I am coffee, thank you."
You said, I am coffee?
Yes, I said it with a big smile. I am coffee. The barista looked at me, blinked her eyes, and said, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Coffee. I am human."
That is hilarious. Hilarious means very, very funny, everyone. So, Mike, did you feel bad?
At first, I felt a little embarrassed. Embarrassed is when your face feels hot because you did something silly. But then we both laughed. It was a great way to start the day.
See, that is a great example. You made a mistake, you laughed, and you learned. Now you will never forget the difference between I am and I want.
Exactly. And that reminds me of a much bigger mistake I made a few years ago at a restaurant.
Oh, I love restaurant stories. Was it in another country?
Yes, I was on vacation. I wanted to tell the waiter that the food was very spicy. I love spicy food, you know.
I know, you put chili on everything. So what did you say to the waiter?
Well, I wanted to say the soup is very hot and spicy, but instead I looked the waiter in the eyes and said, "I am very hot and spicy."
Oh my goodness, Mike, you told the waiter that you were hot and spicy?
Yes, the waiter stopped walking, he looked at me, then he looked at my soup. He said, "I am happy for you, sir, but do you want more water?"
That is amazing. You were trying to talk about the food, but you talked about yourself.
I was so confused. Confused means I didn't understand why he was acting strange. Later, my friend told me what I said. We laughed for an hour.
But did you stop speaking English after that?
No, actually, it made me want to speak more. I realized that even if I say something wrong, the world does not end. People are usually very kind.
That is a very important point, Mike. Most people are not judging you. They just want to communicate.
Communicate, that's a good word. It means sharing information or feelings.
Right, and speaking of communication, I have a story too. It's about a mistake I made at a clothing store.
Oh, did you buy a dress that was too small?
No, it was about the words pants and plants.
Pants and plants. They sound very similar.
They do. Pants are what you wear on your legs. Plants are the green things that grow in the ground.
Okay, I can see the problem already.
I was in a big shopping mall. I was looking for the clothing section. I asked a worker, "Excuse me, where can I find the blue plants? I want to try them on."
You wanted to try on a plant, like a tree?
Yes, the worker looked at me like I was crazy. He said, "The plants are in the garden center, but I don't think you can wear them."
Oh, Lisa, that is wonderful. I want to wear a blue plant. Did you realize your mistake immediately?
Not immediately. I said, but I saw them in the window. They had pockets.
Pockets on a plant. That is the best thing I have ever heard.
Then he started laughing, and I realized, oh, pants. I mean pants. We both laughed so much, he even helped me find the best pair of jeans after that.
See, making a mistake helped you make a friend.
It really did. If I was too afraid to speak, I would never have found my pants, and I wouldn't have that funny memory.
That is so true. You know, Lisa, I think mistakes are like free lessons.
Free lessons? What do you mean?
Well, when you study from a book, you might forget the grammar, but when you say, I am a spicy plant in public, you will never forget those words.
You're right. The memory of the mistake stays in your brain forever. It makes the learning very strong.
Exactly. I have another story about two words that are very common for beginners, kitchen and chicken.
Oh, those are classic. Kitchen is the room where you cook. Chicken is the bird that you eat.
Yes. One time I was at a friend's house. I wanted to be helpful. I asked my friend, "Can I help you clean the chicken?"
Well, that sounds normal if you were cooking dinner.
But we were not cooking. We were just sitting in the living room. I wanted to ask, "Can I help you clean the kitchen?" because it was a bit messy.
Oh, no. So you asked if you could clean his bird?
Yes. My friend looked at me very strangely. He said, "Mike, I don't have a chicken. Do you think I have a farm in my house?"
A farm in the house.
I felt so silly. I pointed to the kitchen and said, "No, the room with the fridge." He said, "Oh, the kitchen. Yes, please."
That is such a common mistake for A1 learners, kitchen and chicken. But you know what? Your friend understood you in the end.
He did, and that is the secret. Even with mistakes, people can usually understand what you mean. You don't have to be perfect.
Perfect. That is a dangerous word for English learners.
Why is it dangerous, Lisa?
Because if you try to be perfect, you will never speak. You will wait and wait in your head, checking the grammar, checking the words, and then the conversation is finished.
You are so right. It is better to be imperfect and talking than perfect and silent.
Exactly. It is better to say, I go store and get your milk, than to stay home because you forgot how to use the past tense.
I agree.
You know, I had a very funny phone call last week.
This is story number 4.
I'm ready. What happened on the phone? Phone calls are the hardest for beginners.
They are. You can't see the person's face. Well, I was calling to book a table at a restaurant.
Okay, that sounds like good practice.
I wanted to say, I would like a table for 4 people, please.
Simple enough.
But I was nervous. I said, I would like a table for 4 years, please.
4 years? You wanted to sit in the restaurant for 4 years?
Yes. The man on the phone was silent for a second. Then he said, "Sir, that is a very long dinner. We close at 10 p.m.
I can't breathe, Mike. You wanted a 4-year dinner?
I realized it immediately. I said, "Oh, no, not years. People. 4 people." We both laughed. He said, "Okay, 4 people is much better. We have a table for you tonight."
Wow, see? Even on the phone, a mistake can be funny and okay.
It was fine. And when I arrived at the restaurant, the waiter said, "Ah, the man who wants to stay for 4 years. Welcome." It was like a joke between friends.
That is the best part. It breaks the ice. Break the ice means it makes people feel more relaxed.
I love that expression, break the ice. Making a mistake is a great way to break the ice because it shows you are human.
We are all human. Even English teachers make mistakes. Sometimes I forget a word or I spell something wrong.
Really? You make mistakes too, Lisa?
Of course, everyone does. The most important thing is to keep going. Keep going means don't stop.
I have a question for you, Lisa. How can our friends at home practice making mistakes?
That is a great question. First, try to speak to yourself, like we said in the other episode. Narrate your day.
And if I say something wrong when I'm alone?
Just laugh. Say, oops, that was wrong, and try again. The more you practice, the more your brain gets used to the mistakes.
Also, I think it is good to find a language partner who is also a beginner.
Yes, because when you both make mistakes, you can laugh together. It feels safe.
Safe. That is a good feeling. Learning should feel safe and cozy.
It really should. I also think people should listen to podcasts like this. You can hear us making mistakes and laughing. It shows that English is not a test, it is a tool.
A tool, like a hammer or a screwdriver, you use it to build things. You use English to build relationships and stories.
Beautifully said, Mike. You are becoming a philosopher.
A philosopher who wants to live in a restaurant for 4 years.
And who is a spicy plant.
Okay. I think we have a lot of stories today, but I feel much better about my English now. I hope our listeners do too.
Me too. Remember, everyone, if you don't make mistakes, you are not learning. If you make a mistake, it means you are trying, and trying is the most important part.
That's right. Be brave, be silly, and keep speaking.
Exactly. Now, Mike, I think it's time to look at some of the words we used today. We used some very good ones.
I agree. Let's do the word tour.
Okay, everyone. Let's think about the words we used in our stories today. This is the word tour.
Our first word is a very important one, mistake. A mistake is when you do or say something that is not correct, like when I said, I am coffee.
Yes, and a great word to describe that is hilarious. Hilarious means very, very funny. Mike's stories are always hilarious.
Thank you, Lisa. Our third word is embarrassed. This is a feeling. You feel embarrassed when you do something silly and you think people are looking at you. Your face might turn red.
But don't stay embarrassed. Try to be brave. Brave means you are scared or nervous, but you do it anyway. Being brave is speaking English even if you think you will make a mistake.
That leads to our next word, improvement. Improvement means getting better. Every time you speak, you are making an improvement in your English.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. Perfect means having no mistakes at all. In language learning, perfect is impossible. Just try to be clear.
Another good word we used was confused. Confused is when you don't understand something. If someone speaks too fast, you might feel confused. Just ask them to slow down.
And be patient with yourself. Patient means you are okay with waiting or with things taking time. Learning English is a long journey, so be patient with your brain.
We also used the word communicate. This is why we learn languages. To communicate means to share your ideas and feelings with other people.
And finally, our favorite expression today, break the ice. It means to make a situation more relaxed and friendly. A funny mistake is the best way to break the ice.
Let's review those quickly. Mistake, hilarious, embarrassed, brave, improvement, perfect, confused, patient, communicate, and break the ice.
Wow, that is a lot of great vocabulary. I hope you can use these words this week.
Maybe you can even make a brave mistake today.
Now, we have a question for you. We want to hear your stories.
Yes, please tell us in the comments, what is a funny mistake you made in English?
Did you say the wrong word at a restaurant? Did you use kitchen instead of chicken? We want to read your stories. Don't be shy.
And remember, please subscribe to Daily English Stories for Beginners. Click the like button and share this with your friends who are also learning.
You are doing a wonderful job. Keep going, stay curious, and don't be afraid.
See you in the next episode, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.